So am I, baby. So am I. Hello and welcome back to a new season of NerdTaku. And as you can pretty much tell, it's gonna be the same old crap, the same old anime, and the same old me. I hope that you don't mind. Today we're talking about probably one of anime's greatest achievements, and according to my opinion, one of Ichiro Oda's greatest achievements, One Piece from Z. Now, I have to say a little backstory and say that somebody tried to spoil this for me and said you can't review this without talking about Zephyr, and that's bullcrap. So the movie starts out kind of, the same old One Piece crew. You see Nami, Sanji, and everybody team together, but there's a new enemy that's involved in this named Zephyr, and Zephyr used to be the Marine instructor. He used to be their trainer, and he used to be closely with the Marines and with Garp mostly, and also Aokiji. Um, there is this scene in this that I loved where you see all the Marines together when they're talking about what his grand plan is, and you see Aokiji's arm hit his chair and just lava and steam just start erupting, and it's like, ooh, I think he's mad. But there is some really good fight scenes in this. I love the voice acting. I watched it in the Japanese dub, and I might rewatch it in the English version, but I don't think I will. I think I just might, keep it the way it is. So you do have to pay attention to the Fuhrer in this, who is the instructor. He is the captain, the old instructor of the Marines. He's the captain of a new team of pirates, and he just goes by Z by this point. And he had two new and he had two new people, Ani and Bai. Now, Ain and Bai, I think that's Ain and Bai, sorry. Ain has the Mona Mona no Mi, and the Mona Mona no Mi reverses time, so essentially she can revert people back to younger years, which she did with Nami, Robin, and Brooke. She turned Brooke from his age 90 back to 70. She turned Robin, I think, who was like 20 or 24, and turned her back into an 18-year-old, and then Nami, she transformed into a 12-year-old. So, essentially, she can reverse time. And Bai had the Mona Mona no Mi, which is basically plant-themed and everything. And, I'm not going to explain his backstory for the Fear, but when you learn why he hates pirates and why he's going against everybody, it does make sense, and you actually have an understanding villain. It's just something that is understandable from Oda, because when Oda creates villains for One Piece, he makes them relatable. He makes them understanding. So, compared to like what you say, Akira Toriyama, who had different villains, they all have a different motive behind them, and they're still evil, but they're still human behind Oda's characters, and that's why we love them so. And when you learn that his grand scheme is to blow up the end line, that just creates a whole new kind of scheme there. But you have Aokiji who comes into play here. He tells him about Zephyr. Everybody trying to learn everything that they can about Zephyr and everything. Even that he has an arm made of sea prism stone, which even Luffy still fought with him in an epic fight scene. I'm telling you, man. It may be a three-part fight scene, with one on Sunny, the other somewhere else, like on an island, on one of the end lines, I think. No, and yes, because he steals his hat, and then he shoots him with a sea prism bullet, and then the third one is on the final island, and that's when, everything goes to slow down. Luffy had such character in this, that even when he talked with Zephyr, when Zephyr's like, oh my god, you're fighting me, why are you still fighting me, just surrender. Luffy doesn't surrender. He's like, nah, king of the pirates, baby. And, so, you have that going for you. I have to credit Oda in this, because Oda admits that he likes breast. He's a breast dude, he likes big boobs, and he cannot lie. That when they introduced Nami on Sunny, it's a close-up shot of her breast. Classy man, classy. So the ending is really good too. But there is a scene in here, and especially since we're coming to what I assume is the end of One Piece, as Oda stated. Um, there was a moment in here when Aokiji actually talked about the One Piece with Luffy, and he said, "What exactly is the One Piece? Does it actually exist? Is it a grand treasure, or does it just exist in an imagine? Does it just exist in the imagination of the pirates?" And you know, to be honest, I think he has a point. I think it might be in the imagination of the pirates that there is a goal out there, and that basically the One Piece is just like a grand adventure. I don't think that there really is a treasure. Maybe there is, but I just think it's like the grand adventure. Like, you know how pirates always seek a grand adventure. That's what I think it is seeking. If you have not seen One Piece Film Z, I highly recommend it. It's definitely become one of my favorite movies ever, and it makes me interested to pick up some more of the One Piece films. Some people might ask me to review the entire series. I really don't see that happening. One Piece is just way, way too long. Uh, it's up there with Naruto, Bleach, and Fairy Tail as the longest running series ever, and I don't see myself like really reviewing it. Barely. So, well, anyways, I'm gonna let one anime go, as we've just reviewed Film Z, which I think is epic and a must-see for everybody that is an animation fan. The animation quality, the anime is great, the voice acting is superb. There is a moment in here that I really liked when Kiji sings. I would have shared it, but I was afraid of getting copyright, so I would rather not. And now we're gonna move into something a little bit in the Western style. Until next time, guys.